two, three. My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, 'cause we don't know
Nobody's here. Nobody's here. Whoa.
Country, yeah. We take requests. If you didn't notice, there's coffee and donuts back there. Delicious.
Good morning. Am I on? Good morning. Please stand and join us in singing our gathering song. We gather here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We gather here to come together to raise our voices in harmony. We gather here to pray together to create the world we know is meant to be. We gather here. We gather here. We gather here. We gather here to create the world we know is meant to be. We gather here to come together. We celebrate the love and joy of unity. Everybody. We gather here for deep connection with fellow travelers who share divinity. We gather here to count our blessings, to celebrate the love and joy of unity. We gather here. We gather here. We gather here. We gather here to create the world we know is meant to be. We gather here to come together to celebrate the love and joy of unity. We celebrate the love and joy of unity.
All right, please be seated, if you please. Good morning, and welcome to Unity of Stewart. This is our post-gala gathering, so the service is a little bit different today. There'll be some, you'll be invited to some conversation during the service, during the lesson, or at the end of my little mini lesson. But before we get into that, welcome to everyone who is online. Do we know if we're online?
We are.
Awesome. So good morning to everyone who is on YouTube and Facebook. We are glad you are here. And welcome to everyone in the room. And as always, we have with us today the Joyful Noise Band and Choir. All right. And today we're having a special song that we're going to invite you all to sing along with. It's a wonderful song, a very good series of affirmations for us. So I invite you to warm up your voices. And if you are here for the first time today and you would like a welcome packet, Dave is in the back and Ricky is in the back. And if you'd like to get a welcome packet, please raise your hand if you feel like you want to do that. Anybody here for the first time? Okay, thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Mark. All right. And anybody else who wants a welcome packet who hasn't seen one in a while or would just like one, you can feel free to get one on your way out. In that packet is a form that you can take it back to the podium and you'll receive a gift. Robert will be happy to receive you a gift, and that gives you the opportunity to get on our email newsletter mailing list. There's also other things in there that you can look at. And what else do I want to tell you about that? Oh yes, we like everyone to know that Unity of Stewart is a positive, welcoming, affirming path of spirituality. Everyone is welcome here, no exceptions. And before we move on to the, no, I'll do this first. I think it's working, Jerry, now, for some reason. That is our board of directors. And our boardie of the day is David Avitable. He is our board president. And you can talk to Dave about any old thing regarding unity. So we invite you to do that. And then coming up are our, Jerry, you got to advance it. When somebody gets up to get coffee, I think it blocks the thing. There are our prayer chaplains. And our prayer chaplains are, foundationally speaking, they hold the church in prayer, they hold you in prayer, they hold me in prayer, thank goodness. And they are also here available on Sundays in the sanctuary after service. And our prayer chaplain today is Jerry Patel, and he is here to pray with you after service. If you'd like prayer support with anything, it could be a joy, a challenge, a gratitude, anything at all, Jerry would be honored to pray with you and to hold your prayer in the highest confidence. I'm working on it. And it may not look like we have room in the choir, but we do have room in the choir for people who would like to raise their voices in songs, because we set up a second row when that happens. So if you like to sing and you'd like to raise your voice in song on Sundays, you can sign up in the foyer at the information table for practices that happen on Tuesday evenings. And alternatively, and as well as, you can talk to Doreen, our choir director, and you can talk to anyone in the choir to see what it's like to be in the choir. And so we invite you to do that. And then we're moving into the April Coffee House announcement, and that is on April 10th, 2026. Doors open at 6:30. Concert begins at 7. It's really a fun time. It's a great time to just hang out and listen to some music, knowing that we're a church, but it's not church music. So, Doreen, do you want to say anything about the Coffee House?
We had our first rehearsal, went really well. And I think we had about 60 people last time.
We had 60 people last time, yeah.
So let's shoot for 120. Double it, okay. It's kind of like, I won't say.
All right, okay. So you can come and join us. That is on April 10th. And our Easter sunrise service is coming on April 5th. That's at Santa Lucia Beach. And that beach is, I don't know if I've spelled Lucia right. Right? That's right. Okay. It's off of MacArthur Boulevard, right by the Marriott. You go down there, and it's like, I think it's the first beach on the left. It's the second entrance to the beach, because I was sitting on the wrong entrance last year for a little while before somebody came and got me. And so that's April 5th. We gather starting at 6 a.m. because I like to gather in the pitch dark so we can get all of the sunrise. And then we do a meditation. It's very sweet. It's not a big deal because you can't be really heard on the beach, but we watch the sunrise together. So come and join us for that. And then at the 10:30 service on Easter, we are talking about the resurrection principle and what it means to rise into our true self. And that's where we do the metaphysics of the crucifixion. And we have some flowers and affirmations to give out that day. So come and join us for that, if you please. Usually our monthly potluck is on the first Sunday in April. It will be on the second Sunday because of Easter. Before I go into the dedication, I want to thank some people for last night. I'd like to thank our gala queen, Lori Michaud, and our gala queen number 2, that's Julia Vitable. if you were here last night, you know how wonderful it was and how much fun we had. We danced the night away and had some really good food. And I'd also like to thank everyone who came on Friday and Saturday to help set up. Anybody who stayed to clean up. I want to just especially mention Ray Rice, who every year strings all these lights for us. It was really, really a good night. Lori, am I forgetting anything? Am I forgetting to thank someone? So yeah, look forward to next year. And before we do our dedication, I want to say something else about the gala and just about the state of the world right now. Is that last night at the gala, I cry easily, just letting you know. Last night I sat with Lori for a moment, and I was, as we all know what's happening in the world right now, and it seems like every time we turn around, there's another trauma, there's another horrible thing happening in the world. And for me, maybe for you, feeling joy and having fun may seem like it's out of place. And I said this to Lori last night, I'll say it to us again. We are called to feel joy, no matter what. Because if we stay in our despair or in our sorrow, or even in our anger, we add to that sorrow and despair and anger in the world. So again, I want to thank Lori for being the foundation of joy, and for I invite us all as we go forward in our lives to remember to just practice joy in our lives, no matter what's going on, because it helps. And with that, I want to read the prayer that I wrote for a dedication every Sunday, and it is a prayer for peace. So I invite you to relax however you're able to. If you'd like to close your eyes, take a deep breath. We pause, we breathe, we remember who we are. From the Christ consciousness within us, that place of infinite knowing, boundless love, and unshakable wholeness, I speak this prayer. We are the presence of the divine in expression. We claim peace now, here, in us and through us into the world. We hold in our awareness every person caught in conflict, every family displaced, every community divided, every decision maker. We hold the truth of their wholeness and their divine light. From this consciousness we affirm, understanding is rising, compassion is growing louder, healing is moving through our country and the world, from the light within us to the light within all. And so it is. Amen. And for those who may be new this morning, every week we light the Christ candle to remind us of our own divine light. And we ring the bowl to remind us to breathe, and it's a signal to enter into that sacred space. Our reading today, I embrace the gift of laughter. It heals my body and opens my heart. Nobody warns you that the spiritual path is funny. We commit to patience, and every slow driver in the county gets the memo. We sit down to meditate, and the brain immediately schedules a highlight reel of every awkward thing we've ever said. We write an affirmation on our mirror, and our house guest thinks we've had a breakdown. This is not a detour from the path. This is the path. Laughter in community is one of Spirit's most underrated gifts. When we laugh together, walls come down, masks come off, and something genuine moves through the room. We stop trying to look spiritual and start actually being it. The same creative intelligence that invented the platypus clearly has a sense of humor. And that same joyful presence lives in each one of us. So today, we hold our journey a little more lightly, knowing we are loved, knowing we can feel joy even with the stumbles, the bloopers, and everything. I embrace the gift of laughter. It heals my body and opens my heart. And so it is. Amen. And let's, as we do each Sunday, let's affirm our affirmation together. I embrace the gift of laughter. It heals my body and opens my heart. And let's take that deep breath. Anchoring in this affirmation as we affirm one more time together. I embrace the gift of laughter. It heals my body and opens my heart. And so it is. Amen. Jerry, if you'd advance the slide. Let's sing together as we prepare for meditation.
3, 4.
Be still, be quiet. It's the only way. You will hear the voice of God. It's the only way. Be at peace, love one another. There is no other way. You will feel the presence of the Lord. It's the only way. It's the only way.
Breaths as fully as you are able. Letting the body relax as fully as you are able. Dropping shoulders. Releasing any tension. And I invite us to be here now, in this time and space. Dropping anything that may get in the way of being fully present to this now moment. And I invite you to turn your intention inward to the still center that is always here. And I invite you to allow the words you hear to become the words of your own mind and heart. I settle into this moment exactly as I am. Not the polished version, not the version that has it all together. Just me, authentically. Knowing that that is enough. To be just me. I feel the warmth of divine presence moving through me right now. Steady, loving, and delighted with me. And I think about the people in my life who have laughed with me. I feel that warmth in my chest, that particular joy that comes from being fully seen and fully accepted. That is spirit moving through human connection, moving through laughter, moving through the beautiful, messy, real experience of being alive together right here and now. Knowing I am a living, breathing expression of the divine. I am complete, whole, and free. I breathe into that truth. I know joy lives in me. It is me. And I carry this lightness with me into my day, into every conversation, every moment, every ordinary and extraordinary experience before me. I am held. I am loved. I am free. I am held, loved, and free in the quiet. And in this sacred space that we have co-created together, I invite us to bring into our awareness, into our hearts and minds, all of those who are on our prayer list here at Unity of Stewart. And if there's anything that you would like to speak out loud into this space, this holy space, any person, any situation, anything, I invite you to speak that now into this holy space. Family, peace,
joy,
and turning it over into the activity of spirit. I invite you to join me in praying this in the name and the nature, the light and the love of the indwelling Christ consciousness. And so it is. Amen. So this is your opportunity to sing with us this morning. Jerry, I'm going to give this to you because there's like 8 slides to this song.
We're going to do.
Wait, never mind. We're doing the post-meditation first. Thank you, Rini. I bought a new one of these this week.
that's the new one.
This is the new one. And it's still not working.
Guess that's not the problem.
We got to get to the post-meditation song, Jerry.
There it is.
All
After
right.
this, you'll have your opportunity.
This is what we're going to sing together first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One life, one love, one peace in our lifetime. One life at a time. One truth, one world, one peace in our lifetime. One life
You can advance it one more. Nope, go back one. There you go. This is the one that has 8 slides. I think it's 8.
So do y'all want to stand up and join us in singing this? It's what we call a congregational song. And you won't, well, you might be familiar with it, but if you're not, it repeats the same melody. So listen the first time and then it goes from there. One, two, three, four. Let us sing this song for the turning of the world, that we may turn as one. With every voice, every song, we will move this world along, and our lives will the echo of our turning. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along. With every voice, every song, we will move this world along, and our lives feel the echo of our turn. All right, you got it? That was the first verse. We go to the next one. Let us sing this song for the loving of the world, that we may love as one. With every voice, every song, we will move this world along, and our lives will feel the echo of our loving. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along. With every voice, every song, we will move this world along, and our lives will feel the echo of our loving. Let us sing this song for the healing of the world, that we may heal as one. With every voice, every song, we will move this world along, and our lives feel the echo of our healing. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along, and our lives feel the echo of our healing. Let us sing this song for the dreaming of the world, that we may dream as one. With every voice, every song, we will move this world along, and our lives feel the echo of our dreaming. With every voice, with every song, we will move this world along. With every voice, every song, we will move this world along, and our lives will feel the echo of our dream. And our lives will feel the echo of our healing. And our lives will feel the echo of our loving. And our lives will feel the echo of our turning.
Thank you, Rini. Thank you, choir. Thank you, congregation. Thank you, Joyful Noise. We're singing into joy today. And I'm going to ask Jerry Patel to come up here. Do you know what's happening? It's all yours.
Hi, everybody. Listen, I want you all stand up if you would, please.
Up and down, up and down.
Up, up, up. All right, look around the room and put your hands on your belly. All right? And we're going to have a nice big laugh together. Beautiful laughter. So let's take a nice breath in and go.
Perfect. Thank you. Laughter heals, yeah? Even laughter that feels like there was nothing to laugh about, it heals. So for those of you who were here last year, we're doing the same thing, although a little different, following our Gala Sunday. You may remember from last year the Sacred Conversation service. What's different than this year is because if you were here last year, you remember that I split up the themes. It was long. I had like 6 themes. And I spoke a little bit about each theme, and then I asked you to look at the questions. And not for nothing, but I couldn't get you all to be quiet between themes. Everybody was so interested and so connected to the questions that I literally had to walk around the room banging the bowl to get people to stop sharing. So I'm doing a little different this year because I'm a good student. So what we'll do is I'm going to do the little mini lesson first for the 4 themes I chose this year, and then I'll invite you to open those envelopes on your table and start looking at the questions. So in that folder, except for one, I think there's 3 sheets with questions on them. And so don't open them yet. Because that's what you'll be doing now is you're reading the questions, getting ready. Do not open them yet. And so I invite you to do, because of the time constraints, I don't know how long we're going to go, but we may have just 10 or 15 minutes to have these conversations at the end. So don't do a big group, if you please. Do 3, at the most 4. And this way everybody will get a chance to share in that time frame. So I'm hopeful today that we'll connect with each other, get to know a little bit more about each other. And I'm hopeful that we'll laugh a little more, maybe a lot more, as we find the humor in our spiritual journeys. So lean in, laugh freely, and pay attention what is underneath, what lives underneath the surface of these questions, because that's where the good stuff lives. So we begin with the divine within. A woman prays every Sunday for asking Spirit for guidance. And finally, this small voice within says, I've been answering you this whole time. You must have your notifications silenced. Right? Inner guidance is most of the times not dramatic. Right? It comes like a nudge. It's quiet. It's a knowing, maybe a gentle, not that way, this way. And modern psychology calls this intuition, right? Our intuition. And in Unity, we call it the Christ consciousness or the divine consciousness or God consciousness or the Buddha nature, whatever that works for you. It's that indwelling divine spirit that is in all of us that when we turn on our notifications, we'll be much more open to hearing that guidance. Because the thing about it is, it never stops broadcasting. It never stops. The question is just whether we are tuned in. So, because we live in a world that is especially genuinely distracting, we sometimes forget to tune in. So there's always something else in the outer. There's another notification, another obligation, something else that pulls our attention away from the spiritual life. And yet, right in the middle of all that noise, Spirit sits and waits. That center in us that always knows is just waiting for us to pay attention. You don't have to go find it elsewhere. It's already here. Closer than our hands and feet, closer than our breath. Already knowing us better than we know ourselves. So the presence is always here, and the real question is, what are we doing with our end of the conversation? What are we doing? A Unity student is having a rough day, and her friend reminds her that thoughts create reality. And she says, I know, so I've been thinking positive thoughts all morning. And her friend asks, how is that going? And she says, just great. I am now absolutely sure that everything is a mess. Right? Sometimes we feel that our thoughts are just amorphous. They don't really impact anything. But Ernest Holmes, religious science co-founder or founder, said thoughts are things. The Buddha says we are what we think. And Unity's third basic principle tells us that we create our life by what we hold in our hearts and what we are thinking and what we are speaking. Right? We co-create our life with spirit. And now, neuroscience tells us the same thing with fancier equipment. Our brains literally rewire themselves based on what we're thinking. That's incredible. That's good news and bad news as far as my inner world is concerned, right? That when I let my thoughts go down into the abyss, that's not good for me, right? When I elevate my thoughts, that is good for me. That works in my life. So a question I have for us is, what are we building with our mental energy? What are we rewiring with our mental energy? You know, you've probably heard that worry is praying for what you don't want, right? And nobody wants to rehearse for a future that we would rather not live. So we are called to be vigilant in our thinking. And that inner critic inside of us that never shuts up, we're called to say, there, it's okay, and change the thought. Change the thought in that moment. Because that's just a story that we tell ourselves based on all our past, all the stuff in our subconscious, all of our shadow, right? That's a story that we tell ourselves. So when we find ourselves thinking those thoughts, we are called in that moment to change the thinking. Because we can get really attached to our stories, but there's a real difference in processing something and marinating in it, wallowing in it. So we are called to get unstuck in our thinking. So the goal isn't perfect thoughts. It's the practice. It's to notice what's running underneath and honestly ask ourselves this question: is this thought serving me? What am I getting out of thinking this thought? So that's the quality of our thinking that we're called to pay attention to. And if our quality of thinking shapes our experience, so does the quality of our practice, or the beautiful, imperfect attempt at one. A man proudly tells his spiritual community he has maintained a daily meditation practice for 6 months straight. Everyone applauds, yay. And someone asks what his secret is. And he says, I lowered my standards considerably. Because 3 minutes in the car before grocery shopping counts, I've decided. And it does count. Nobody has a perfect practice. Nobody. Not the monks, not the people with the book deals and the meditation apps. I guarantee you, nobody has a perfect practice. Not the person in your congregation who always looks serene. If you sit next to them long enough and you find that they spend half the morning's meditation redecorating their living room. Because this is the human experience. This is what happens for us when we're in our human existence. Our mind will wander, and we bring it back gently, without criticism, just gently back. Jack Kornfield, the American Buddhist, says it's like bringing the puppy back to the paper. So we're called to bring the puppy back to the paper when our mind starts to wander. The goal was never a 30-minute perfect sit. So if you hear somebody saying, oh, I can sit for 1 hour just in perfect silence every morning, Okay, that's great, good for you. My practice might look a little different than that. We're not called to compare ourselves. We're not called to compare ourselves with others. The goal is contact, authentic contact, the authentic practice. I always maintain once you put your butt on the cushion, you've done it. You've sat down and prepared. So that's a success as far as I'm concerned. We can also be in the moment, be connected while we're doing the dishes. It can happen in the pause that we say something before we say something that we might regret. It can happen in a moment of genuine gratitude at the end of the day, especially if the day didn't go as planned. Spirit is not waiting for us in some special designated spiritual zone. It's right here in the ordinary stuff. In the moment that we choose to show up with even a little awareness, with even a little presence. And if you've started a meditation practice many times and it only lasted 3 days, that's not failure. That's information. That's information. You learn something about yourself and work with that so that you can put meditation into your life or presence into your life in a different way. I'm inviting us not to beat ourselves up. Take a walk around the meditation garden and just be present for that few minutes that you're there. And I think that when we do that, I know it works for me, that it elevates my meditation practice. Which brings us to the place where all of this thing gets tested, not on the cushion, but in the company of other people, in our relationships. A spiritual teacher asks our class, what is the fastest path to enlightenment? And the student raises his hand confidently, unconditional love for all beings. The teacher nods and says, good, good. Now go try it in the Publix parking lot on a Saturday and get back to me. Go try it around the Thanksgiving dinner table. Go try it with a relative that gets on your nerves every time you see them. Try it in the challenging places. Community, family, work relationships is where the rubber meets the road. It's easy to be peaceful when you're in a cave on a cushion with nobody rubbing up against you, nobody, asking for anything or saying something that you don't like. That's easy to be peaceful then. The litmus test for me is how peaceful can I be in company when I get annoyed or something activates my triggers, my buttons. That's the test. And not to say that we're always perfect in that either, but it's the awareness that we're looking for. It's the awareness that I encourage us. Being aware, I say this all the time, being aware of what makes us tick and what ticks us off. Being aware of that. And then taking responsibility for that and not putting it out on the other person, because it's never their responsibility. It's always our opportunity. That's where spirit lives. That's where spiritual practice lives. Every time you choose patience when you're fresh out of it, every small kindness that you offer when you didn't feel like it, every moment you pick genuine connection over the satisfying option of being right, that is love in action. That's spirit in action. That's spirituality that has left the building and gone out into the world. That's spirituality that has left the cushion and gone out into the human condition. Compassion for others is not something you wait to feel before you act on it. It's acting with compassion. Oh, that's my daughter. She forgot I'm at church. Thank you. Jen, would you text her? I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you, her bunny died last night. And
I just kicked her. I saw her little face. And then
okay, all right.
she probably saw my little face.
I didn't see her this morning, so. Compassion. Compassion. The people around you, especially the ones that drive you a little crazy, are not in the way of your spiritual growth. They are precisely the assignment. So think about somebody that you can be grateful for right now. Think about somebody that you can be grateful for right now, especially someone who pushes your buttons. Because that's the teacher. Those of you who have been married for a long time, I was married for a long time, those of you who are married for a long time know exactly what I'm talking about. Right? We are each other's teachers. I want to emphasize that none of this is about being perfect in everything that we do. We are all unfinished. We have all been the patient one, and we have all been the impatient one. We have all been the annoyer, and we have all been the annoyee. Right? So it's not about perfection. Here's the thing that we can do when somebody is annoying us or we're judging somebody, is we can say, this is a Buddhist practice, I am that too. Because guess what? We've all been that. We have all been that too. So if we can stand up in our own self-responsibility and all of our authenticity and say, when someone is annoying us or we're judging someone, yep, I am that too. I've been that too. And that's activating our compassion. So now it's the time for our questions. So I invite you, for those of you that are online, I apologize. I could not get all these questions on in any kind of meaningful way for you. So I'm going to give you one or two questions before I break up the room and let them talk to each other. So here's the first one. Think about this for a minute for those of you online. If your thoughts today were broadcast on the church sound system for 5 minutes, would you calmly sit there or sprint for the exit? What is your meditation practice like? If spiritual growth was measured by patients in the public parking lot, how enlightened would you say you are right now? Those are a few things to get you started. So it is 20 after 11 almost. And so what do you think? 15 minutes makes sense that we look at these questions for 15 minutes. So pick your groups accordingly. And just look through those sheets, share if you must, and start talking to each other. And I'll keep a timer for 15 minutes. So go. And whatever you like. Pick whatever you like. Tracy and Don and Rome. Why don't you turn around? The three ladies in Rome, you can meet with Don and Tracy. Can I put you right over here?
Sure.
This way they'll have 3. You have questions? Good. Yeah, this is your assigned group. This is your group. No, just pick any of the questions you want in the next 15 minutes. You want to join a group? Any. Look at any. I'm going to say that. Okay, for everybody, any question on the sheet is fine. Any question. Hey, sweetie. Hi, how you doing? You're hanging out in here coloring, huh? That's good. That's good. Hey, do you want to go and sit down with Marisa? You're good? Okay. You're in a, what, do you want to join that group? That's too many people in that group. There should only be 4. Mark and Maureen, and would you include Marisa in your group as well? Sure. Okay, this is for the people who are online. I just posted some questions. It's the most recent post on the Unity of Stewart page. You can go and take a look at those if you'd like to do some investigation in your own space right where you are. Thank you. Okay, folks, that was 15 minutes. How are you feeling? Is everybody ready to, another minute to wrap it up? Another minute to say thank you to each other? That was 15 minutes, maybe another minute to wrap it up and say thank you to each other? All right? What's that? I will in a minute. Not the bowl. I got the aggressive bowl going now. What? Yeah. All right, everybody. Okay, fam? Oh, thank you. Thank you for settling down, and thank you for the energy in this room. Thank you for being this community. Thank you for your laughter, for your joy. You brought all of that today into community. For that, I am grateful, because that's what community is. This love, this laughter, this conversation. That's exactly what we're here for in our lives. So I affirm this love and this joy and this connection and this conversation for all of us. Namaste. Yeah, for you. All right, now is the time for our celebration of abundance. Jerry, you want to advance the slide? Because apparently I don't have that power anymore. You can just use the down arrow, Jerry. That's fine. I find that to be the easiest. Oh, look at that. Keep going. I know, I put in slides there thinking I was going to put questions in it, but keep going down. There you go. There are all the ways to give to Unity of Stewart. For those of you that are online, this slide is pinned to the top of the page. If you're on YouTube, you can go to our website, and at the top, somewhere on the top of the first page, it says to donate. You can click that and donate if you like. And yes, thank you, everybody, for all of your gifts, your love offerings, your tithes, your gifts of service. You are what makes the engine run here at Unity of Stewart, and you are greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. And let's affirm our prosperity prayer, Jerry. Next slide, please. Together. In a universe overflowing with the allness of God, all the needs of Unity of Stewart and those we serve are instantly, constantly, and bountifully met. From every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected, our abundant good comes to us now. We are grateful. Amen. And our love offering blessing. Together, divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give and receive always in love. Let's sing about it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
When we all fall and come from a giving heart, we rise and build community. Together we are strong. We know that we belong as sacred unity. Yes, our abundance.
now. I'm going to do it from here, Jerry. All right, coming up. This is next week, March 29th, from noon to 1. That's our monthly Spirit Circle. So what happens is I kind of synthesize the month's lessons in just a few questions. And if you're interested in exploring any of the things we talked about over the month of March, we can do that for an hour together in the small classroom at noon. So I invite you to come and join for that. And then Pride Fest is coming up. And so we did this last year. It was a great success. We had a booth at the fairgrounds, and we were the only spiritual community there. And it was a wonderful day, even though it rained on the people who set up. But that's not happening this year. And so it's April 25th at the St. Lucie County Fairgrounds from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you'd like to staff our table, and we have a canopy, thank you, Dick and Marianne, and I'll be saying that for a while. And we have a canopy, and we'll need that to get set up, and so we'll need people to set up. I think we have 3 people who already signed up to set up, but a 4th would be good. And there's a sign-up sheet out there if you'd like to staff the table for 2 hours during the day, and then the people who staff the table from 4 to 6 will be hopefully breaking down everything. So please think about that and sign up for a shift. You can sign up for a shift that doesn't have any heavy lifting. That's Pride Fest, April 25th. Oh, so tomorrow the rental place is going to pick up all these tables, the dance floor, and so what needs to happen after that is all the chairs that are in the classroom get to come back in here, and they only get to come back in here if we do it together. So on Wednesday or Thursday, if you have any time between 10 and 1, or if you'd like to gather with some other people in the evening to set up some chairs so they're ready for next weekend, I invite you to sign up with the day that you'd like to come and help, and maybe the time that you might be able to be here, so we can help coordinate that. Also, it's not on the slide, obviously, but there's also some dishes to be done. There's chargers. This is not hard work. The dishes aren't dirty. They're glasses. And dishes to be put away out of the dishwasher. And the reason why I'm not just offering to do that, because I would, is that I'm flying up to New Jersey tomorrow to go see a movie with my sister. I'm going to be up there for 4 days. Project Hail Mary. Who's heard of the movie Project Hail Mary?
Oh, I want to see that.
Come on, yeah. So I'm going because I wanted to see it in IMAX. There's not an IMAX close. This might be more information than you want about my personal life, but there you have it. So I'm flying up to New Jersey tomorrow to go see a movie with my sister. So if anybody can do dishes or chairs. All right. You did dishes? Who did? Who, Tess?
Yes.
Did she say I did dishes as she left? All right. I guess Tess did dishes. So maybe we don't need dishes.
They're over there.
All right. We have children in the room. Let us bless our kiddos that are in the room today and all the kiddos in our ministry. Please stand as we bless our kiddos and then move into all the good stuff.
We love you. We bless you. We truly, truly appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you.
And let us close with the prayer for protection and the peace song together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is. I am divine. Let's sing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.